Hello ladies and welcome back to a new video. I'm Urania and I'm a certified coach. I help women create lives that feel more balanced, happy and fulfilled. And I create videos around femininity, confidence and abundance. Today's video is a highly requested video. We're focusing on femininity in the workplace. How can you express your femininity and still feel taken seriously and feel empowered? I would say ladies, let's get straight into today's video. Our career is the place that most women find it difficult to truly express their femininity, both on the inside, so when it comes to feminine traits and behavior, but also on the outside when it comes to your appearance and dressing more feminine. And this can be especially challenging when you're just starting out your femininity journey and change the way that you look. On top of that, our career is the place where most of us are going to be in our masculine energy a lot of the times, especially when you compare it to other areas in our lives, such as our romantic relationship. And that's why it's so important for us to learn how to balance our masculine and feminine energy when we are at work, so we can feel more confident and we can create more harmony. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to give you some tips that can help you to create more balance between your masculine and feminine energy in your career, even if you have a very masculine career. Number one, don't have a job that you hate. And this is for many reasons, but one of them is that our job is a place where we are very often. Sometimes we spend even more time at our job and with our colleagues than we spend with our family members. For that reason, you should not have a job that you hate or dislike so much, because you're not going to be able to access your feminine side at work if you hate being there. And I'm saying the word hate, that very strong and heavy emotion, because that is really extreme. If you dislike your job that much that you hate being there, you truly hate it, you should not be there. And you need to do whatever you can to start putting things in place so you can get a new job. So I'm going to explain why I said that about the not being in a position that you hate. So how I see it is that you have three groups of people. You have one group of people that work a job that they absolutely hate. They don't want to be there and they don't like it at all. Then you have the other extreme, the other end of the spectrum, people that love their job. They absolutely love what they do and they would do it constantly, even if they would not get paid for it. And then you have the middle group, and that is the majority of people in my opinion. These people are content with their job. And the second group, or the middle group, they are content with their job. They like their salary, they work in a nice environment, have nice colleagues, and there are growth opportunities. Of course, there are moments in their job that they don't really like it, but overall, they are happy and content with it. And I personally belong to this group. And what is also really important is that people in this group, because of their job, they're able to create and live the lifestyle that they want. So ideally, you want to be in the group of people that love their job. It's going to be so easy for you to connect to your feminine energy and your feel-good energy when you are doing something that you absolutely love. However, realistically, most of us are going to be in this middle group. And for the women in the middle group, most of us, I have some really nice tips that can help you to connect to your feminine energy. And of course, also for the women that love their job, these tips are also for you. But for the women that hate their job, life is too short for you to be in a place that you truly hate to be. And connecting more to your feminine energy is not going to help you to like your job more. So my advice for this group of women is to start taking action. Start putting things in place so you can get yourself a new job. You should not be in a place that you don't like to be. It's not good for yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. So figure out in which group you belong. Is it group number 1, women that absolutely love their job? Group number 2, women that are content with their job? Or group number 3, women that hate their job? Know in which group you belong. Ladies, now I would love to hear from you. In which group do you belong? Do you belong in the group of women that love their job, absolutely love it, and would do it for free? Do you belong in the group of women that are content with their job? I belong there too. Or do you belong in a group of women that don't like their job at all and that truly hate it? Number 2, have feminine stationery. So have stationery that is not too basic and boring, but get something with a nice color. Have something with a nice quote on top of it, like a notebook with a quote. I personally am a fan of notebooks. I keep buying notebooks. I don't know what it is, but I get them in nice colors and with nice quotes on them. You can also get nice pens or nice markers. I also have those markers that with a pastel color. They are amazing. You can also get a mock, and this mock would be beautiful on your desk. It says, I don't chase, I attract. And you can get your own below this video. There's a link. You also want to go with a nice agenda, but go with an agenda that makes you excited to write something in it. On top of that, you want to make your desk in your work area as aesthetically pleasing. So you want to add things to your desk that make it more you. Personally, at my home desk, I have a little vase for just one rose, and I have a rose on my desk. I love looking at the rose because it's just so nice and it brings me really good vibes. If you work from home, you can also put a candle on your desk and light a candle when you're working to really get into that nice energy. So step away from the boring stationery and get things that make you excited to start using it. Tip number 2 is to dress more feminine. Dressing more feminine is an amazing way for us to express our femininity. We are women and we should be proud of that. And one way to express that is by the way that we dress. So don't only go for pants or pantsuits, but instead wear a dress or wear a skirt. You can definitely get dresses or skirts that are appropriate for work. Of course, depending on the job that you have. And you also want to start wearing more colors. The softer colors are always a good idea. But red is great too. Also, you want to start wearing more patterns, such as stripes, what I'm wearing right now, or dots, or polka dots, or flowers even. You can find really nice fabric with subtle flower patterns. For the women that are not able to wear certain outfits or they have a uniform when they go to work, what you can do instead of wearing different more feminine clothes is to wear jewelry. You can wear earrings, just stud earrings. They don't have to be this long as the one that I'm wearing. Or you could wear a subtle dainty necklace or a bracelet, or you could wear a ring. Some type of jewelry that you're able to express your femininity with. And for the women that are able to wear what they want to work, but at least if it's work appropriate, definitely go with jewelry as well. Jewelry really gives something extra to your outfit. Number 4, feminine grooming. This point is also great for the women that are not able to wear certain feminine clothes because they wear a uniform, for example. This point is also good for you. One part of feminine grooming is doing your makeup. So think about a nice light makeup when you go to work, and add a nice lip. Could be pink, a nude, or even a red. Makeup is always a good idea to look more feminine when you're going to work. Make sure to have a different look for work than what you would wear when you go out at night with your friends. You can also do your hair in a feminine way. So you can put your hair up, or you can let your hair down. You can put it in a ponytail or in a bun. Many different ways for you to do your hair in a feminine and elegant way. Up next are your nails. When it comes to your nails, you might just want to go with a simple French manicure, or you just want to paint your nails a certain way, a certain color. I often go for red. Or you do your nails professionally. I personally think that when it comes to your work, you don't want to have nails that are too long. Keep that in mind. And you top it all off with a nice fragrance. I would recommend to not go with a really heavy fragrance, because maybe if you're at the office and someone doesn't like your fragrance and you're sitting next to each other, it can be very overwhelming for certain people. So go with a nice, light, feminine scent. When it comes to a feminine fragrance that is not too strong but very soft and perfect for work, I use the following. This one is from Coco Chanel. It's the Mademoiselle, and mine is almost finished. But I do think that this one is perfect for work. I work in an office, so it's not too heavy and overwhelming, but it's a beautiful, fresh, and feminine scent. So as you hear, there are many ways for you to express your femininity in the way that you look. The previous point was all about the way that you dressed, and this point was more about feminine grooming. So many ways for us to feel more feminine when we are at the workplace. And ladies, now it's time for a quote. Grooming is the secret of real elegance. The best clothes, the most wonderful jewels, the most glamorous beauty, don't count without good grooming. Christian Dior. Number 5, use your feminine warmth. And with this point, I mean that you want to use certain of your feminine traits. And to be specific, I mean the feminine traits that are more caring, such as being more compassionate and having more empathy. And one way for you to do this is to connect more with your coworkers. Ask them how they're doing. How is their weekend? How is your wife doing? Ask some questions that show that you are interested in what they are doing in their lives, not only when it comes to work. Another way for you to show more of this side of your feminine side at work, your more compassion and more empathy, is that when someone, a coworker, might be doing something wrong, don't immediately get upset and angry with this person, but instead ask them if there's something they need help with. Another thing that you can do is to show more of your personality by sharing a little bit more of your private life. So I don't suggest that you go in details, but you can talk about your own weekend, the things that you did. And if you have a family, you can share the name of your children, of your husband, so that they understand that outside of work, you have a whole life, you have family, and a lot of other things that you like to do. Another one is to have a laugh with your coworkers, share something funny from time to time, so you can really connect more to that joy and that pleasurable feeling at work as well. Number 6, use your creativity. Creativity increases problem solving. So use your creativity to solve problems at work. With the ability to think creatively and to think out of the box, you are able to most likely come up with unique and innovative solutions for the problems you're facing. And this is another amazing way to use your feminine trait, and that is your creativity, at your workplace so you can express your femininity. Number 7, take breaks. And this one is so important, and I actually struggle with this as well when I'm working, to really know when to take the break. And you don't only want to have your lunch break. It's actually recommended to every hour stand up, and even if you just make a little walk to the restroom, or you just get up and stretch your legs, you want to take the breaks during your workday. And this is also very important for the quality of your work, because the longer you are working without a break, at one point your concentration is not going to be the same anymore. So step away from your work for just a couple of minutes and take the break that you need. And of course, always make sure to take your lunch break. Number 8, collaborate more. Our masculine energy is more about being competitive and competing with others. Our feminine energy is more about being collaborative and working together with other people. So if there are opportunities for you to collaborate with a coworker, could be on a certain project or on something else, it would be great for you to take that opportunity and work together as a team. Number 9, have a work bestie. Your work bestie is going to be the person, your coworker, that you connect with a little bit more than with the other colleagues. And it's nice to have a work bestie because it gives you an extra reason to really enjoy going to work. You can have lunch with your work bestie, you can go to happy hour together after work, and you can ask your work bestie for advice. And this could be work-related things that you don't really know how to handle. And you can also complement each other's amazing work outfits. Do keep in mind that your work bestie is still your work bestie. You do need to keep it professional to a certain extent, because the two of you are working together. Number 10, support other women at work. Try to support other women in the workplace. Let's uplift each other. If there is a female coworker that did amazing on a certain project, then give her a compliment. Acknowledge her for it. If there is any way for you to support a female coworker, definitely take that opportunity and support her. Number 11, avoid working overtime. Don't make working overtime a habit. Don't be working around the clock, because this can burn you out and you don't want to be in that position. Promise yourself that you end work at a certain time and you stick to it. And of course, sometimes you have a deadline and you have to work a little bit longer. But do not make this a habit. Let's stick to our work time and avoid working overtime on a consistent basis. Number 12, get out of work mode. And this means that the moment you are done with work, you leave work behind you and you start focusing on your private life, on your family, your partner, your children. That is your focus. Things that can help to get out of work mode is the moment you come home to change into something different. Get out of your work clothes and put on something more comfortable. You can also put on some music and dance. You could also have a jewelry piece. And then the moment you are at home, you put that jewelry piece on. From that moment on, you can be in your feminine energy. Or the other way around, right? You might be taking a certain jewelry piece off, could be a bracelet or a necklace, and the moment you take it off, you can rest in your feminine energy. That can also be a good way for you to transition and get out of work mode. And the last tip I have for you to get out of work mode is to not talk about work too much when you are with your family. Yes, sometimes you just have to share what happened at work with your partner, and that's okay. But try to have a boundary between your private life and your work life. Don't try to mix it too much, because your private life is for your family. And ladies, on that note, I am ending today's video. I hope that this video is helpful and you got some good tips that can help you to switch between your feminine and masculine energy more easily when you are at work, and that you know now how you can use that femininity at the workplace. Let me know if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'm going to wish you a lovely day, and we will see each other in the next video. Bye ladies!